I'm going to be doing journal flip through number 2. Several months ago, I did my first journal flip through video and you guys seemed to really like that, so I thought I would share with you guys my other journal that I created. I am not nearly as proud of this journal as I am with my other journal. Also in this journal, I focused a lot more on my day-to-day life as opposed to my previous journal where I just did whatever I wanted. So this is more of documentation of my life than my other journal, so if you guys want to see a more artsy journal, definitely watch my last journal flip through, but I hope you guys still enjoy this journal and let's get started. Black faux leather journal. It is gridded, so there are gridded lines in it, and I have this black hairband to hold everything in place. You see the month and the year I started this in, and then the month and the year that I finished this journal in addition to what was going on at that time. So for me, that was senior year. And then I have my first entry, and you see this is the gridded paper line, and it is Tuesday, and I just basically wrote an introduction. I decorated a little bit, some watercolor, some things from the Barnes & Noble receipts. I did little doodles. I also used colored pens in here, talking about my day. I was practicing my Hangul at the time because this was when I was working heavily a lot on my Korean. Order papers here, some popcorn drawings with watercolor. I have some stickers, this wrapper of Ghirardelli chocolate. I have some drawings and doodles with watercolor paintings. This is a bullet point of all the things that I did in a particular day because I wanted to remember what I did this day, but I couldn't write a full entry on it. So then the following day I did the full out entry of my little bulleted points. Went to Barnes & Noble and I got a peanut butter cookie. My receipts from that day from Michael's and Barnes & Noble. Then I have more Hangul. So like I said before, so I'd write the day, some doodles, and then a sticky note and bullet points of basic things, basic events that happened this particular day. And this is the attempted full entry of it. And then once again, I did the same thing this day as well. Another day where I bulleted stuff, and I also added this in that I got from my eyeglasses. Some captain's duties that I got for THON. Once again, bullet points because I was too lazy or too tired to write out an actual journal entry. Did the same thing again. A little thing that I found of One Direction's What Makes You Beautiful. A Redbubble sticker. More bullet points of a particular day, some quotes that I had. Super Bowl Sunday, I painted my nails. This is a picture that I had of me and my friends freshman year that I was making a scrapbook from one of my friends, and this was one of the leftover pictures I didn't use. Stickers, some doodles. Monday, I did a lot of doodles that I painted with watercolor in addition to some colored pens that I did. Then I made these lists. I love making these lists because they were so easy to make in this grid style graph paper type journal. So I did songs to listen to, and I just made a list of all the songs that I wanted to listen to, K-pop related of course. And then I did January K-pop favorites, where I talked about new releases of songs that came out this month, honorable mentions, and non-new releases of my favorite K-pop songs in this particular month. And then I did albums to listen to, once again more lists, and then groups I stan, and then also my biases from the groups, just so I can like keep track of all of them. And this is obviously K-pop related. And I'm going through it quite quickly, but you guys can pause anytime you want, of course. And then Tuesday I did some doodles. I started standing day 6, had some corn dogs. I loved using watercolor in here, so I used watercolor a lot. Wednesday, we played a game during my lunch period where it's called Nuclear Warfare or Nuclear Bunker or something like that, where we would write a person and then we would have their characteristic and we put them in hats and they would be mix and match. So like for example a nun, and every time he or she speaks they talk as if they're singing opera. So it was a fun game. Some random things I found in my calc notes. I watched Kim Possible. Then I did calendars in this as well. I did my February favorites of K-pop, of course, and then I did February K-pop comebacks to keep track of all of the K-pop comebacks that were coming out during a particular month. So this was the month of February, and like Red Velvet Rookie came out, and then I tabbed all the months as well so I can flip back to them easy. And then I did the same thing of a calendar of my life, like I have like no school today and stuff like that. Then I did albums to buy. I haven't bought all these albums, but all of these albums are ones that I would like to tangibly own because I love them so much. Thursday, it was my first snow day, I think, and I did some things. I watched TV, as you guys can see. I loved doing watercolor. Saturday, I talked about what I did Friday as well. My brother and I went to Target, so I have like the receipts, and then we got Chinese food as well. I bought iTunes gift cards, so underneath is like all the stuff that I bought with my iTunes gift cards. Then Sunday, BTS had their comeback. These were random lists that I made during class that I just pasted in here. I painted my nails. Thursday was the day before THON. If you guys don't know, THON at my school is a 24-hour dance marathon. Penn State does a 48-hour dance marathon where we dance as a fundraiser to raise money for pediatric cancer. So Sunday, I talked about all the things that happened for THON. I participated in THON all 4 years, and this was my last year. So of course, I wanted to document all of it. So starting from Wednesday on to Sunday, I wrote about all the events that happened leading up to THON and actually at THON. So I did sign painting with my friends. I bought stuff at Michael's. Then I talked about Friday. Friday was the start of THON, and I basically documented everything that happened because for the previous years I hadn't been cognizant of what was going on, but this year I remembered literally almost everything that happened during THON, which was pretty cool. So I just did a lot of doodles, and my team color was purple. I was one of the captains for the purple team, so I did a lot of purple drawings. And in here I have THON related papers, like this was our song, and this was like the dancer survival guide. I made a little pocket out of duct tape with it. Then this was in my morale box, these recess sticks, they were really good. And random doodles that just pertain to THON. Obviously I drank a lot of water, ate some candy. Once again, purple drawings because I'm on the purple team. And then after THON, my dad took my brother and I to Dairy Queen. I don't know why the lighting is getting so dark. And then Sunday, I talked about what happened after THON. And then Friday, I got Shamrock Shakes. I talked about Yuri on Ice. This was a thing that I wrote from my English class. I went to Panera. My brother and I saw the Lego movie, some candy left over from my morale box, watched Blue Exorcist. I just basically talked about my day with some doodles, I ate candy, and then I did my February K-pop favorites of my new releases, non-new releases, and then I also did February favorites in general. I talked about like beauty fashion related stuff in addition to like movies and stuff that I watched that month. Then Monday, I love the color scheme in this. I just talked about my day. All of these basically is just me talking about my day with some doodles. And then this is for like potential roommates that I was supposed to look into rooming with for Boston University for my college, but I ended up not rooming with any of these people. And this is my March spread calendar of my life, so it's pretty cool. Then I have my March K-pop comebacks. There wasn't a lot of K-pop comebacks. Then Thursday, I was late to school, so this was a rough day. Also, this is me spilling the tea about something that happened in my English class that I don't want to get into, so I'm covering names. But also, this is an assignment that my teacher gave us, so I printed it out and I put it in here because I wanted to remember this piece of writing that I did because I'm pretty proud of it. So, me talking about Friday. I woke up early Friday because I was late. I was listening a lot to Dodie's Intertwined, so that was pretty cool. Then Saturday, a little spread, and then as you guys will see, I do this a lot like I did in my last journal flip through of things that make me happy. So I just bullet point all the things that made me happy in a particular week. I painted my nails. I paint my nails every single Sunday, usually. Then Monday, lacrosse practice started, so I was super excited, and these are candy wrappers that my friend gave me randomly in the hallway at school. More talking about stuff of things that I ate, music I listened to, lacrosse practice that started. Wednesday was a really rough day for me, so my dad got me donuts, my family donuts, and then because I was having such a bad day, I did positive things to focus on. So a list of things that kind of make me happy. This is one of my favorite daily spreads. It is Thursday. I found this note in my To Kill a Mockingbird copy while I was reading it in class, and it was just there, and that was just so cool. It says, "I hope you have an amazing day. Sincerely, a fellow reader." And this spread is kind of inspired by To Kill a Mockingbird's cover. This is like a report for my theology class. And then underneath I have I drew you a bath. Cute. I have some stuff pertaining to historical events that happened on March 10th, which was written on the board of my PSE class. And then I have one of the very few artsy pages in my journal. And stop trying to solve everything by yourself. Don't forget that you're not alone. That's a quote from Blue Exorcist. Saturday, I went to Barnes & Noble. I was starting to get sick, so. This is a letter that I wrote to myself from my retreat in Kairos that was in November, that was mentioned in my last journal flip through, that the mail finally came in and I got to read what I wrote to myself, which was pretty cool. And we went to see the new Wolverine movie, Logan. Another artsy spread that's pretty shitty. And it's just this quote with some magazines. I don't know. I don't like a lot of my artsy spreads in this journal. Again, a wannabe artsy spread that sucks. I kind of hate this. I kind of hate this journal, not gonna lie. And then a quote from Your Lie in April. Then Sunday, I went to Target, was getting sick, painted my nails. A spread of Lorde with her new song, Liability, I believe. And then a little playlist I made called Brighter Day, which is a recent playlist of all my favorite K-pop songs. Then Monday, lacrosse practice, still getting sick. I found some stamps. This spread is kind of hard to cover, but this is basically a compilation of a program for my dance recital like last year, 2 years ago, but it has a bunch of people's names on it. This is, I don't even know. But it's called Sunday Morning by Wallace Stevens. I have a poem here, and then this little picture that I found in a magazine. This is a fun spread. It has like the Harry Potter motto on it, the Hogwarts motto on it, and I have these like tarot card things. It's pretty cool. This is a pink spread of just random pink things that I found that I pasted together. A happiness spread with Megan Rinks on it from an old magazine. This is a cute spread. I actually really like this. This is a poem by Henry David Thoreau that inspired this page called Low Anchored Cloud. So I really like this page. I think it's really cute. Then here is a blue tropical spread. It was kind of like island themed. I'm not too sure. Then here is a pink spread, and in here I have a poem that I wrote ages ago. But yeah. This is one of my favorite pages. It's We Travel, Some of Us Forever, to Seek Other States, Other Lives, Other Souls. And it's like my Wanderlust page. So it has a bunch of pictures of places that I want to go in the world, like Brazil, Thailand. The next page might be a trigger warning. It has like red paint strips that could be perceived as blood. So if that makes you squeamish, just like, I'll put a timestamp on it, but just so you guys know. So this is a spread that's inspired by BTS's Blood, Sweat, and Tears music video, like their Wings album, in addition to Daedalus and Icarus, the story. And it has this quote from Daedalus and Icarus and these screenshots of Tay. And then, of course, since the song's called Blood, Sweat, and Tears, I did some streaks of blood. So, yeah. Okay, now back to a happier page. I threw this page together. I think it's cute. There's like these seeds in it. You can hear it, and positive thinking, and this old receipt that I found from ages ago. This is a random page. It's a compilation of a bunch of these sticky notes with some doodles on it from 5th and 6th grade that my friends and I used to draw, so I just put it in here for safekeeping. Then I'm talking about Wednesday. I had some packages from Redbubble. This is like a paper towel that I really liked. I also started putting sticky notes in the background and writing on top of it, which was really cool. Added some texture. This is a shitty page. I don't even know. Let's pretend it doesn't exist. Okay, this is inspired by the Halsey lyrics, Don't Belong to No City, Don't Belong to No Man, and a magazine clipping. Friday, it was St. Patrick's Day. I drank some tea. I've been drinking a lot of tea. So Saturday, my brother and my friend and I went to see Beauty and the Beast, and this was our ticket. And we also had to show our student ID. So this is my really terrible student ID from senior year, because our senior year student IDs are like a joke, so I look like a weed. And then this is a Sweet 16 invitation from one of my friends. Then it was like Brain Awareness Week, Brain Awareness Month, whatever, and so we got these pamphlets in my anatomy class, and I got some stickers. This is a beat sticker, which is random. And so I just put these pamphlets in here. Random pamphlet, Redbubble sticker. So this is me being nostalgic, talking about senioritis, and some photos of my friends and I with some quotes. And yeah, these pages are just like really random, so I'm not too proud of them. Anyway, talking about Friday, Then talking about Thursday, I got mail from my university, so I put that in here because it made me really happy. And talking about lacrosse because I was nominated to captain, so that was really dope. Then Saturday, talking about one of my best friend's birthday parties, stickers. And then this is my April spread of things that are happening in April. And then I have my April K-pop comebacks. There were a lot of comebacks in April that I just couldn't keep up with. Then I have my April K-pop favorites. Basically, I just listened to EXID's album. And then I have my April wrap-up and favorites. And then Monday and Wednesday talking about lacrosse because this was like peak of lacrosse season for me. My brother also came back from his Hershey trip, so he brought back some chocolates. I was obsessed with Gudetama, so I drew a lot of Gudetama. And I didn't have practice that day too. I also got a For Real milkshake at Wawa. And then I did another thing of things that make me happy. This is a random compilation of extra photos I had from an adventure back in January that I was on. Then I did this little spread, Hogwarts will always be there to welcome you home. Then I have this random spread of these train tickets that I got while I was in Australia years ago. More random stuff of when I went to historic Annapolis. And then here is like a spring spread because the weather was starting to be nice and I loved it. And this is a dried rose that I just found randomly. So then I started like watercolor doodling and stuff. So I have doodles of cats and then some quotes about cats on it as well. I did Gudetama because I freaking love Gudetama. And then I did Doraemon and Puka, a drawing of the Powerpuff Girls, which I love. And then I did this little watercolor painting inspired by like a tree outside. I know I suck, but you know what, it's fine. And then I did this little paragraph of how I felt about spring coming and stuff. And then I tried to do this little quote, but like it just was not working. And then my laptop died because I spilled water on it the same day. So that was really bad. I tried to make myself happy by making these positive pages, but I was just sad. I was just sad overall. And this is me being like, yo, you need to do better. And it says keep on growing, and you know, yeah. Then I'm talking about Tuesday, I went to Rita's. This is me just like having a big reflection on how fast senior year is going and how I'm not ready. Wednesday, I ate more chocolate. One Direction came on shuffle that morning. So this is some You Look Lovely, You're Beautiful, and in here I think are some passwords and stuff that I want to keep safe. And Saturday, my family and I drove up to Boston for my Admitted Students Day for college, so I just have a bunch of stuff that I got while I was up there. And this is me talking about, you know, my Sargent College like pass and stuff, and visiting my school and seeing my teachers for the first time that as an admitted student, which was awesome. So I have this pamphlet of Sargent College and this bunch of Boston related stuff. And then also drew about obviously Boston Bruins. This is the hotel we stayed at. This is like a culmination of like what was said in like our Q&A with the current students at BU. So yeah, and this dog is because our dean has a dog like that. And then it was Easter, so I did this Easter spread. And then Sunday, this is the day we went home from Boston, so we went to Starbucks. Tuesday was game day, as you guys can see. I killed a spider in PSE class. This was like a theater form that I had. This paper contains stuff about the senior retreat that I went on that day. And then this is talking about how I was in the top 10%, so I included this little paper in it. So then Thursday, I went to see my best friends perform in the theater show for our school because they're all involved in theater, and this is the program. And then Friday, a random dance picture, and I painted my nails again. Saturday, I was looking through dance photos to include for like senior year stuff, so these were some of them that I found. And I also started using colored pens and stuff like that. And then Monday, we randomly got this in English class. Tuesday was like career day at our school, so this was my schedule for career day. This is one of the papers that was given to us at career day. And then here I talked about career day more. And then Wednesday, towards the end I started running out of pages, so I kind of all crammed them in closely. And I used colored pens. And then lastly, talk about Friday. And I have some stamps, and that is basically it for this journal. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!